You'll discover the fueling mistakes almost every diesel driver makes, and the simple habits that can protect your engine for years. Don't skip to the end, because the last mistake is the most dangerous. It can contaminate your entire fuel system in seconds, and once it happens, even a brand new engine might not survive. Mistake bar 1. Ignoring dirt around the fuel cap. Many drivers do not pay attention to the dirt and debris that gathers around the fuel cap area. Every time you remove the cap, that dirt can easily fall into the tank. Modern diesel systems are extremely sensitive to contamination, and even tiny particles can clog injectors or damage other fuel system components. A simple solution is to keep a cloth or paper towel in your vehicle and quickly wipe around the fuel filler before opening it. This small habit helps keep debris out of the tank and can prevent expensive fuel system problems in the future. Mistake number 2. Grabbing the wrong pump. It may sound obvious, but using the wrong fuel pump happens more often than most people think. If you accidentally put gasoline in a diesel engine, serious damage can occur in a matter of minutes. Diesel fuel naturally provides lubrication for the internal components of the injection system, which operate under extremely high pressure. Gasoline lacks this lubrication completely. When gasoline enters a diesel system, friction increases instantly, causing metal-on-metal contact that can destroy injectors and ruin the high-pressure fuel pump. Even a small amount of gas can lead to a complete system failure. If this happens, do not start the engine. Have the vehicle towed and the tank drained immediately. A small $200 mistake can turn into an $8,000 repair if you drive the vehicle. To avoid this, always double-check the pump handle before fueling. Diesel nozzles are usually larger and commonly colored green or black. Third error, running your tank too low. Waiting for the fuel light to flick on might feel harmless, but it slowly wreaks havoc on your diesel system. Diesel naturally collects sediment, water, and debris over time. When the tank runs too low, these impurities can get pulled into the pump, which relies on diesel to stay cool. Without enough fuel, the pump overheats. Air may also sneak in, causing rough running and forcing you to bleed the lines, a tedious and frustrating chore. The simplest fix? Refuel when your tank reaches about a quarter full. It's a tiny habit that protects your pump and keeps your engine performing flawlessly for years. The fourth error is that the tank was brought to an excessive level of fullness. A clicking sound indicates that your tank is full when the pump makes the sound. Put an end to that situation. By filling up their tanks to round up or to squeeze in additional fuel, an excessive number of motorists choose to disregard it. Consuming an excessive amount of resources is not only a waste of resources, but also causes damage. There is a possibility that liquid fuel will overrun the evaporative emission system, which was designed exclusively for vapor. Damage to charcoal canisters, malfunctioning vapor valves, smells of gasoline, check engine lights, and even fuel spilling over your paint, which will cause damage to the finish, are some of the primary consequences that can occur. It is important to respect the automatic shutoff of the device. It is possible that you could end up paying hundreds or even thousands of dollars on repairs if you choose to ignore the constraints that your car makes known to you. The sixth error that was committed occurred as a result of the fuel cap not being correctly tightened. The fuel cap also acts as a protective seal for your car, making it more than just a cover. A ratcheting mechanism is used to ensure that caps on modern diesel engines remain in their proper positions. There is a secret number that is 3 clicks as the magic number. The presence of bacteria, the clogging of filters, and even the activation of the check engine light might be caused by a cap that is not securely fastened, which allows air and moisture to enter the container. Fuel fumes also escape, which leads to a waste of money and pollutes the environment. This pollutes the ecosystem. It is imperative that you replace your cap as soon as possible if it does not click or if it spins freely. It is possible that a great number of problems could be avoided by making just one straightforward adjustment. The failure to drive aggressively is the sixth mistake that can be made. After completing the refueling. When the tank is nearly empty, or after a rapid fill, fresh diesel has the ability to entrap minute air bubbles. This is especially true when the tank has been filled quickly. It is possible for the engine to run rough, lose power, or even stall if you press down on the throttle too quickly. This is because you are putting stress on the fuel system with your actions. After you have refueled your vehicle, the remedy is as simple as allowing your motor to stay idle for 5 to 10 seconds. As a consequence of this, stabilization of the fuel pressure, elimination of air bubbles, and smooth distribution are all achieved. In order to ensure that the system is fully operational, it is recommended to start slowly for the first few minutes of operation. These are the pre-fueling routines that you ought to develop and maintain. Verify sure you are at a diesel pump and not a gasoline station before you fill up your tank. This is an important step to take. Before opening the cap, make sure that the area around it has been thoroughly cleaned to remove any dirt or debris. It is recommended that you refuel your vehicle when it is around 1/4 full. You should immediately stop pumping and tighten your cap until you hear 3 distinct clicks whenever the nozzle clicks. This should be done until you hear all 3 clicks. Prior to getting on the road, you should give your engine some time to stabilize before you go. You will be able to avoid costly repairs, air intrusion, and contamination if you adhere to these straightforward practices. 7th mistake, choosing cheap fuel. Not all diesel is equal. Low-cost fuel may come from poorly maintained tanks, contaminated with water and bacteria. Sludge can clog filters, ruin injectors, and reduce fuel lubricity, increasing wear on high-pressure components. The safest approach? Stick to reputable stations with high fuel turnover. Fresh diesel protects injectors, keeps your system clean, and extends engine life. The cheapest option can quickly become the most expensive mistake you make. Maintenance tips that save thousands. Routine maintenance keeps your diesel in peak condition. Replace fuel filters every 10,000, 15,000 miles. Use a diesel additive every few tanks to maintain fuel quality and prevent bacterial growth. Have a diesel specialist inspect your system every few years to ensure injectors and pumps stay in top shape. These simple steps take seconds at the pump but prevent costly repairs, keeping your diesel running smoothly for years. Final thoughts. Your diesel engine deserves attention every time you refuel. Fill at the right level, respect the pump, secure your cap, drive gently after filling, and never compromise on fuel quality. Combined with regular maintenance, these habits ensure reliability, performance, and peace of mind. If this guide helped, subscribe, and share your diesel tips or questions in the comments. Protect your diesel, drive smart, and keep your engine performing at its absolute best.